meeting him was something I would have always loved to do, and you did that. Can you talk about that and how that went down?
Hugh Hefner is a successful entrepreneur that knew how to sell sex in an intelligent manner. So he was great. And if you had giant boobs and were 20 years old, you could have met him too. It would have been easier.
It just didn't work out that way for me.
So I always talk about this. Out of like the 4 parties I went to, he was at the end kind of the ropes. Like the 3 girlfriends had just left. He was older and tired. So he didn't go to 3 out of the 4 parties. And I remember being bummed because I met his son and I hung out with Cooper every time, and he's a sweetheart and that was fun. But I really wanted to meet Hugh. So it was finally like the last party that I got invited to. And it was really cool. It was the masquerade ball. So I'm in this wild, like pink fuzzy mask with a pink silver bathing suit and pink fishnets, and I was just feeling myself. And he's all roped off though still, even though we're all background checked.
Up a little high, right on a platform or something.
He's like, in a red velvet platform and a red velvet chair. And he's got his twin girlfriends at that time. So the girls next door girls just broke up with him, all 3. And he's now got the twins. But the rumor was that he wanted a 3rd girlfriend because he had now been known through Girls Next Door for having 3 main girlfriends. So I was like super bleach blonde, looking like his type in my mid-20s. And I'm joking with my best friend, this could be my retirement investment. Like, this is it. Let's go. I'm down. I'm so down.
Because, hey, he treated it like a business. The girlfriends were a business.
And I was ready to enter that business and do what I needed to do. No shame to my game. So I motioned to the bouncer, I want to go in, and he talked to Hef, and then Hef said yes. And the bouncer came over to me and lifted up the red velvet tape, and I got to come sit down. We started talking for a while and he couldn't hear anything I said. So then he said he has a good ear on the other side. So I moved over to the other side. The twin girlfriends are mean mugging me like crazy at this time. But it's like, whatever, I'm just going for it. And we started talking. Yeah. Oh yeah. We started talking on his good ear. He still had such a hard time hearing me. And the music was a little bit loud, but I mean, he was just older and his hearing had gone. So it was so hard. I was trying to connect any way I could to get some kind of at least emotional friendship connection. And it just wasn't working because of his hearing. And then the lighting, I would say, was right above him, and it kind of shined down on every crack and fold in his face. And I was like, man, this is like a Dark Crystal Muppet character. And I haven't drank enough for this. So I'm not gonna lie. I went from like, bless his soul, sorry, but like I was gonna do it. I was gonna go in, and then we talked for 10 minutes and he couldn't hear me, and the face with the lighting, I was like, thank you very much. I'm gonna go find my girlfriend. And I left to, I said I'll be back, and I went and found my girlfriend. So.
Wait, you did a Dark Crystal reference on Hugh Hefner's face.
It was like those sex pieces.